Big day at Sha Tin for the Lion Rock Trophy on Sunday. That's our feature race, the Group 3 over the 1600 metres. It was a really strong undercards with a couple of Class 2s and Class 3s thrown in there as well. I'm Andrew Lejeune. Please say I'm joined here in the studio to preview the action by our four-man listing Paul Alley and race caller Tom Woods as well. Tom, Lion Rock Trophy obviously gets a lot of interest, but there's a lot going on outside of that.
There certainly is a lot of good racing right throughout the course of the meeting. Earlier on, we've got a couple of 2,000 metre races, race number 8, a lot of last winners in that, and then a good Class 2 sprint to wrap the day as well.
Yeah, a couple of jackpots thrown in as well, Paul.
Yeah, good ones as well. 1.7 million, well, they're all good, aren't they, the jackpots? 1.7 million going into the triple trio and 1.2 million going into the third double trio as well. So that's not a bad one, and sometimes we don't get those double trio jackpots that often.
All right, so we'll look at for that. We've got 8 races on the turf and a couple on the all-weather as well. Part of our 10-race programme. Turf action will take place on the B course, and our first race is in fact on the all-weather. Class 4 over the 1650. Say Class 4, it's from 60 to 35 though. Normally it's 40 is the cut off the lower end. Hanson 12 run up to blotting paper last time out. Righteous Doctrine backs up from last weekend. He's a 2-time winner of the 1800 metres on the all-weather. Speed possibly from Royal Campbell from barrier 13. Blotting paper from 7. Good Beauty switches back to the all-weather again. Nobody Knows up from the 12 to the 1650 on the all-weather surface. Crown Avenue comes up in class. Well, he's a rating off 39. So these ones, 11, 12, 13 and 14 are actually Class 5 horses running in a Class 4. But Lucky Victor, Tom, was a last start winner, beating Crown Avenue in actual fact. There's a big swing of the weights this time round.
It certainly is. Lucky Victor here, Paul, he'll be up on the pace, but he might not get his own way this time like he did last start because Royal Campbell went forward as he has done in the past.
Yeah, and they've drawn 13 and 14, so they've both drawn the outside. So I think they'll come across together, and Royal Campbell's got the same sort of speed as Lucky Victor. That's why I think he'll get to the rail first. Fantasy Spring, now when he ran on the all-weather last time, he really kicked up, but he got into that speed battle and dropped out pretty quickly, so I don't think he'll want to really push it again.
Okay, we've got 3 replays to have a look at here. We'll start off with the winner, Tom of Blotting Paper. Handsome 12 runs him close. He only gets a £1 turnaround though for a 3/4 of a length beating.
I think these two look a couple of the main chances in the race. Blotting Paper, last out win here over Handsome 12, and Blotting Paper was favourite. Handsome 12 was 10 to 1. Noting that Handsome 12 did pull up with blood in the trachea, has trialled since, was pushed out a little bit late, but I thought that'd be the two main protagonists here, Paul.
Yeah, definitely. And look, I thought Handsome 12 could maybe turn the tables there because that was only his first start at 1650. So second now he's had that experience under his belt, but they're both good chances.
Okay, we've got a number coming out of this contest, Paul, with Smart Patch faring best, 4th to Royal Campbell's 5th.
Yeah, and I've got Smart Patch in the numbers. I thought it was a good run from him. He got to the outside, hit the line nice and strongly and won well. Royal Campbell, look, he stayed on reasonably here. He was still in front at this stage and just got run down late. So it was a lot better run from him, but I did like the run in particular with Smart Patch.
You can see where he's come from, Smart Patch, in the end, a long way back. I've included him as well. He was a little bit slow out of the gates here as well, got a long way back. In the end was only beaten 2 lengths, but was doing his best work late there.
Royal Campbell managed to find the front from barrier 10. He gets barrier 13 this time round. Last one we'll have a look at, Tom, is Lucky Victor winning. So I mentioned before, these have actually still got Class 5 ratings. Crown Avenue in behind him. He gets a £15 swing on the weights on Sunday.
You know, I've tipped him a few times recently, Crown Avenue. The visor goes back on. He's a 2-time course and distance winner. He's won 7 in this grade in the past. He's won 8 overall. So he was right on the cusp of getting in, Paul, and he's drawn reasonably well, sort of middle of the line. He'll be somewhere midfield, I'd predict.
Yeah, look, and they're coming back. This is an 1800 metre event. They're coming back to 1650. So I'm not sure it's going to totally suit either one of those two.
All right, okay. Pretty open contest to get things underway though, Paul. We've got Handsome 12, our 5.6 favourite.
Yeah, really open race, and he's on top, Handsome 12. First go over 1650 was very good, and he did lose a little bit of momentum in the straight there. Blotting Paper won. He went up in the rating points. He went up to a rating of 53, but he has one off 54, so he's capable. Smart Patch, we saw him come from way back, and probably one of the best rated horses in the whole meeting is Righteous Doctrine. I mean, he's one of 81. He's all the way down to 57 now, but has to overcome this wide draw. But I put him in for 4th, 1, 4, 9 and 2.
Same 4 numbers, again, just in a different order. Like on top, Blotting Paper for Richard Gibson and Blake Shinner. Thought he won nicely last start over Handsome 12. Smart Patch was running on, and Righteous Doctrine backing up from the other day over 1400 metres. We know he's capable, but he's got 17 outs course and distance, does Righteous Doctrine. 4, 1, 9 and 2.
I think the 104 are musts, pretty wide outside of that, actually including Crown Avenue, and Nobody Knows is the other one coming up in trip from the 12 to the 1650. Open contest the first though, Class 4 over the extended mile.